Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do this purple lavender shimmer eyeshadow look. I'm going to start out with the P. Louise Rumor 02, and I'm going to start blending that out with a concealer brush all over my eyelid. Forgot to mention that the palette and the lashes I received complimentary from Influencer and Sephora. It's for my honest review as a return, and if you want to know more about Influencer, you can actually check out my blog that I will write in the description below. Now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection palette. Got this from Influencer. I am so stoked to try it, and this is my first time trying it is during this video. Look at all the beautiful colors. So I'm going to start off with shade B2, which is kind of like a pink shade. I wanted to start with pink because I wanted it to be more of a softer purple blend to it instead of a darker purple. So usually to get a darker purple look, you can go in with a blue and it will actually bring out the purple a lot more. So in this case, I'm using pink, so the lavender pops out more. And then we're going to make sure that we're blending this out very well. You can always pack on extra color if you need to, as long as this is blended out correctly. Oh, and all my beauties, make sure you follow me as well on IG. And on my Facebook page, it would be ABHxNorvina. I hope you guys support me. I'm so sorry. I know I've been slacking on content, but I love you all. Just want you to know that. I'm definitely trying to get back on track. There's just been a lot going on. So now I'm going back to that palette and I'm going to go ahead and pack on that B3 color, which is more of that lavender color. And I'm kind of going to be covering the entire pink I placed down, which was the B2. And then we're going to go in and blend that out very lightly. So as you see here, I'm blending it out a little. Obviously, I speeded up the video here for you as well. But I'm going to keep packing on that color until I get the right purple that I want. Because I am going to pack on a darker shade purple as well on the outer corner. So I want to make sure this purple sticks out. Then as you see here, last minute I chose to kind of really bring out that eye shape a little bit more. So I started angling that B3 color outward more towards my brow bone. So just when you're blending it, the remaining of that color, you're going to add little flicks at the end, and then you're going to blend it out together. And then now I'm going back into the palette and I am packing on that C3 color. I'm kind of covering up that purple shade, the B3 color, but only on the outer edge of the corner of my eye. So on the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm gonna fling or flick that side out as well. And this is where I want that like real in-depth purple start to show. So I want to make sure I add enough color on there as well with the C3 color that I'm packing on now. I apologize if I'm being so difficult. My brain is everywhere apparently today. And I apologize for all the background noise. Also, when you're blending, after you blend the outer corner of your eye, when you start going more inward to your inner corner of your eye, you want to make sure you're blending that, not packing on color on that part, so that way all those colors kind of blend together and it gives it that faded look, so it looks perfectly blended. Alright, beauties, so here I am gonna cut the crease, get that nice clean palette again on my eyelid. I'm using the Rumor 02 again, the P. Louise. I did not cut it with concealer at all. I'm over here dropping makeup. Isn't that great? But as you see, I didn't cut it all the way because I wanted the outer corner of my eye to really stand out like I told you before. So I just want to make sure I cut and clean the inner part of my eyelid to the mid part of my eyelid. Technically almost my whole eyelid to be exact, but we're going to go back in with the darker purples and give it more of a faded look with all the other purples as well. And then we're going to add some shimmers. So now I'm going back with the C3, and then I'm going to go back with the B3. So you're pretty much going backwards on the outer corner after you cut that crease, right until wherever you want the shimmer to show, because you don't want those colors to hit your whole lid because it's going to give the shimmer color a different look. And then I'm kind of blending that out a little bit because I didn't want any like lines. Sometimes, you know, concealer or eyeshadow base will leave lines, and then when you try to blend or add color, it's not right. Like it starts leaving a crease on its own and the color is not blending properly. So as you see here, I'm now going in with the B3, and then I'm blending that all together and so on. Also, I forgot to mention that I did add the color D4. Literally, it was just a little bit on that outer corner and a little bit on that crease line above the outer corner, just to deepen up that color. And then as you see right here, I'm cleaning up my area above, adding a little bit more color, you know, really putting it all together. You already know on all my other videos, I always like to go back and clean up or add more color, you know, after looking at different angles of your eyelid and your painting. You can see the little mistakes here and there, so I like to just fix them. Alright, so here we're going in with D2 as part of the shimmers. It's more like a white shimmer. I added that one first because when you add B1, it's going to pop out a little bit more. And then again, you already know the faded look. The more of a faded look you try to add, the more of a blending. How would I say that? The more blended it will look. So that is why I added it everywhere, and then I went back and added B1 on top of that. I also added right here so the B1 could really stick out, because if you have the palette and you see the palette, it's like really thick chunky glitter in a way. You can't really see it much on camera, but you will be able to see it like if someone was in front of you and you were adding that shimmer. You would definitely see it's more of a chunky glitter. So it makes it pop out a lot more and make it look very glittery. So that is why I added the NYX, I think it's a glitter glue. Yes, the NYX glitter glue. I added that on top of the D2 instead of adding it for the D2. Because like I said, I wanted them to blend together. If I would have added it for the D2, then it would have made the D2 pop out more. And I really just wanted the B1 to pop out more, if that makes any sense. So I'm just adding it here, and then I'm bringing it a little bit further just because I want the glitter to pop out. Give it more of a clean cut. Alright, so that D2 color I used before, I'm gonna add it on the brow bone and also on the inner corner. And I'm actually gonna use that same D2 to highlight my entire face. The greatness about this palette is that it's very versatile, so you're able to use any of the browns for contouring. You can use some for blush. You can use some obviously for a makeup look, like for your eyelids. So pretty much I did use this whole palette for my entire face makeup as well. The only thing that I did do is I did add some of my regular, you know, original ones, like my regular blush, my regular contour that I usually use, and concealer onto my face, and then I added a little bit of a pop with this palette. So I added more of a bronze look with this palette, a highlighter, and I added a little bit more of a blush on top of my cream blush, or as you know, my highlighter stick that I use for blush. So I will definitely put everything on the description box below, as well as my Instagram, also my Instagram for my lash business now that it is launched. So you can go ahead and get your lashes, and when you do, please tag me on my social media handles. That way I could repost you and give your girl some love. And I went ahead and added the lashes off camera as well, and I did my face makeup, and I hope you all love it. Please let me know on the comments below. I sound like a newbie today, but show your girl some love. Let me know if you like this look or you recreated it, and thank you so much.